Okay, so today's topic is on project realization topics. Part of this is data migration, no? And with the things that were uploaded with your LMS, no? Meron lang siyang slides na um, hindi na i-present doon, but still, no? Kasi kinalkal ko yung materials ng advanced topics sa SAP. And luckily, meron pala dito si data migration. Though very short siya, nasa 10 slides ata ito. Okay, so why do we need data migration? No? Or when do we need data migration? Okay, since you are using your SAP Business One, and let's assume that you are already working with your system. Initially, when your company started, you already use your SAP Business One, for example, no? But in case you have an old system, such as manual records keeping system or transactional records keeping system, you may take all the basic information, no? Hindi naman pala all, no? Though for some cases, this basic information from your old database can be a great help to your current system, which is your SAP Business One, for example. Okay. Now, why do we need to migrate data? Okay. Since you have your old data and you would like to use a new system, then there's no problem with that. Okay? Since improvement and development ang inyong gusto, then matutulungan ka mismo ni SAP Business One in migrating your system. Okay? You can absorb the old records from your old system to your current system. Okay? For those who were able to do the task for data migration, okay, ang ginawa natin doon is ito lang yung first, okay, importing from an Excel file, no? Though from other SAP business database, halimbawa, nag-shift ka from an improved database, which is your old record from your old business, for example, but you are already using SAP Business One, and you have your new system. You have number of transactions from other database with the same SAP, no? Kasi si SAP Business One ng Fit Academy is just one SAP available in the market, no? So this strand for our academic practice is another program for Fit Academy. Okay? Ngayon, in terms of importing from SAP to SAP Business One, there's no problem with that. Okay? Walang problema kasi i-extract mo lang yung database, punta ka lang sa administrative module, and then meron namang instruction, and then you may catch the data or record from your old database to your new one. Okay? For importing specific records from your database, for example, using the data workbench, no? Data transfer workbench, we call it the DTW. You can specify specific master records, chart of accounts, transactions, journal entries, and more. Okay? But in terms of using Excel, which is the only example that we have, since this is the only possible transaction for data migration using the cloud server, okay, or the cloud or sub-cloud I should say. So dito tayo, dalawa lang yung pwede nating i-import. Master records lahat, which is business partner master record and items and prices. That includes of course your prices in your individual items. Kasi lahat naman ng items meron na siyang presyo. Okay? So there is an import from Excel utility. No? There are other options also that includes of course in our sub business one, no? Yung paggamit ng data transfer workbench at saka yung the actual database from other sub business one databases. Okay? So text file kapag galing siya sa Microsoft Excel, converted siya pagpasok sa sub business one, no? Magbabanggaan lang sila. Okay? So this is the actual workbench overview. So if you have your legacy system, no, this is your old, for example, then you export that into an Excel document or Excel workbook, and then you try to configure this one into an acceptable format that our system application program interface can accept. Okay, ito yung API na tinatawag. Okay. So halimbawa, your API or the database can only accept this type of data. Dapat yung Excel format mo the same with the actual format na nandito sa kabila. Okay? So format of your current system with the actual fields and tables that you would like to import, such as a business partner table and then the item master, no? Kapag parehas sila, there's no problem. But in case na mayroong mali, of course hindi na yan tatanggapin, ha? So dapat ma-map natin, no? Kaya dapat parehas itong Excel file pag gagamit tayo ng import wizard. Okay? And then of course totally mapped siya, eksakto yung pagkakalagay ng information doon sa ating Excel, especially the headers, no, your fields, but the records, if ever there are slight differences with the current system or the legacy system dun sa kanilang records. Say for example, we have item, no, item master, for example, item data record. Okay? And code, for example, yun lang yung pwede niyong i-accept, no? But if you have other columns such as name and so on, for as long as lahat ng headers na ito na ipangalan doon based sa ating format sa ating API, which is SAP Business One. Okay? Pagpasok nito, itong Excel file doon sa loob, makikita na automatically from your item master data. Okay? Kapag naipasok mo siya successfully. Okay? So kahit ilan yung fields na meron kay item, for example, no, if you are to go back with your item master record, then there are a lot of fields under the table item master. Okay? So kung ilan yung gusto mong ipasok, say for example, code, supplier, price, name, address of supplier, and so on. Lahat halos ng mga fields na nandun sa ating item master record ay pwedeng ipasok for as long as you have the actual format in our SAP Business One. Okay? So yun dapat yung tandaan. The question here so far is, sir, how can we trap those items that are imported with a duplicate from the SAP Business One? Okay? So in case the items are duplicated, no, pag galing kay Microsoft Excel, meron kasi tayong tinatawag na normalization procedure. Okay? You normalize the items that are already existing with the current import, no? Ang ginagawa sa database, if you are to select your actual items from your sub-business one, for example. Kapag magkaiba, meron lang slight na pagkakaiba, i-import niya yan. No? So kung limbawa, they have the same code, no? But they do not have the same transaction period. No? Ika-catch niya yung actual na figures dun sa yung database. Pag isa-search mo sa item master data, iisa na lang siya. Okay? But transactions related to that will still be kept. No? Kasi halimbawa, these are old items but they have the same code. No? Siyempre, ikakatch niya pa rin yun yung magiging problema. No? Pero pag ikaw naman, of course, you cannot simply import things that are not needed to your new system. Okay? So dapat alam mo that the things that you are trying to import are related to your master data and your business partner master data. No, item master data record and business partner master data record. Okay? So, yun yung dapat mga tandaan. Halimbawa nito, si data transfer workbench template. Actually, you can make use of common Excel to make a new document, workbook. Then you put your records in there, no? Or kung meron na kayo dating records from your old system, extract the inventory in terms of item that you would like to integrate in your new system, and then format that with the actual version na meron dun sa ating importing feature ng ating sub-business one. Okay? So dapat take note that these things, no, though hindi naman siya ganun ka-sensitive for as long as it is specified na yung mga headers natin. No? These are what we call attributes of a specific table. No? So meron every business partner, meron silang code, may name sila, may type, group code, address, at saka credit limit, for example. And take note that for every field, meron silang kanya-kanyang data type. No? Maaring text yan, maaring number, maaring integer, maaring pera, or in the form of money. Okay? Of course, code is a combination of alphanumeric minsan. No? Okay? But there's no problem with that kasi si database administrator nang bahala doon mag-adjust kung sakasakaling siya yung mag-i-import. Okay? So, ito mga ito, examples lang. Ayan. Doon sa ating data import wizard, ganito yung nangyayari, no? So, you choose the business object that you would like to import, and then saan ba siya galing? And then you try to review the map very well before you proceed with the importing or simulation, no? And then also you check or verify the log files which can be seen through your again through your sub, no? So meron tayong mga hindi nakaka-join, no? Anyway, it's recorded. I'll be inserting it to your Okay, so for the exercise, i-demo ko lang kung paano siya gawin. Okay? Actually, ito na yung task ninyo. Okay? So, halimbawa, mag-i-import kayo galing sa old system papunta sa inyong new system, which is SAP Business One. No? Ito yung mga dapat yung tandaan. No? Get familiar with SAP Business One tables. Though you have the list, sometimes you really need to finalize yung shortcut para matandaan mo ng mas mabilis. No? And then, follow the order you would use for manually creating data in SAP Business One. And only enter fields that you need. Huwag kayong magdadagdag kapag hindi naman kailangan sa iyong database. Okay? And if there's a need for you to leave an item or field blank, i-leave mo siyang blank, no? And then you generate a template for that matter para kapag meron ka pang i-import later on, meron kang babalikan na template, pasok mo na lang yung data. Okay? Yung template na sinasabi ko is an Excel template, okay, that you can use to import in your SAP Business One in the near future if you have more to import. If you got an error when you import data, try creating the same data manually in SAP Business One. Okay? Maaring meron kayong problema pag nag-import kayo, no? Kasi minsan hindi nagbabanggaan or hindi equal yung mga field doon sa iyong legacy system or yung old system mo saka SAP. Okay? Dito, inaayos talaga yung mapping. Dapat okay itong mapping ng codes, ng tables, and so on. Lahat ng fields na ipapasok mo. Now, in case of using your Excel, of course, business partner saka item master lang naman. Though, pag mayroong information na kailangan mo talagang makita doon sa yung import later on, halimbawa, yung supplier, you really need to put the supplier in your one of your column in your legacy systems Excel workbook. And then, pag in-extract mo na siya, dapat pasok siya dun sa format na meron kay SAP Business One. Okay? And eto, yung line number, usually default yan na blanco. No? Kasi yan yung basis ni SAP Business One na this is the way I count the items na mayroong pinapasok sa akin. Ganun siya. Okay? So, kung kailangan ng text version, you format it to text and then use internal codes kung kailangan. Enter date as the way SAP is using the format, or you may go to your setting options in your SAP Business One and then adjust the settings that's given during the first time you use the SAP Business One, yung setting of the working environment. Okay? That includes languages and, of course, your personal design of your interface that you would like to adjust. Enter decimal places as needed, and make sure data fields do not contain delimiter characters. Sometimes, minsan may mga symbols na hindi tinatanggap. Halimbawa, meron tayong sharp or number symbol o di kaya exclamation point, and then ano pa yung mga iba, question mark and so on. Itong mga to kino-consider minsan ayaw ni SAP. Okay? Pero hindi lahat, hindi naman lahat. Okay? So kapag hindi niya na tinanggap, balik kayo dun sa dito, no? Number 4. Okay? Wala kasing number. Try creating the same data manually in SAP Business One. Kung item master or business partner lang yan. Okay? Baka meron lang kayong maling code na import or na ilagay, maaring space na kulang, or after the text meron ka pa palang space, hindi mo siya nalagyan, or nalagyan mo which is not included in our SAP Business One. Okay, to import a journal entry for business partner, leave account code field empty and enter the BP code. O ito naman sa yung isang option natin kanina, which is data transfer workbench. Okay, kasi meron siyang possible import on journal entries. Okay? So, yun lang yung mga tips na kailangang tandaan sa data transfer workbench and sa data migration feature ng ating SAP Business One. Okay? Now, let me have the demonstration, the actual demonstration. Okay. Sundan nyo lang yung nandun sa mismong LMS. Very clear naman yung instruction doon, and very short naman yung activity. Now, let's try to have it. First, you visit your actual importing module, which is, this time it's not on other modules such as your business partner or item master data, but under the administrative option, no? So, andito si data import and export utility. Okay. So, mag-i-import tayo. And then, ito na yung sinasabi ko kanina. We can use 3 different options. We have from a specific Excel file, from other SAP Business One database, and of course from our template. No? So, these things can be adjusted, though medyo technical kasi siya, and then um, you need to study the advanced topics before you can work with the actual administrative module. No? Okay, so meron na akong business partner na naipasok kanina. Actually, ayos na itong template na ito. Okay, so ayan. So meron na akong template, and then you will now create your file, which is on in your Excel, no? So meron akong import BP partner. Actually, may mga examples sila dito na gawa na mismo sa database. But the thing that was given is of course import BP. Kapag existing na ito, just select or you may go over with it, and then you try to edit. Okay? And then after that, punta na kayo sa Excel. Okay? Doon sa pag-create nyo ng Excel file. Bakit wala akong Excel file? Teka lang. Ayan. After creating the template, we can now create the Excel file. No? Now, try to plot the actual template with your fields, no, in your own Excel file. No? Say for example, you have ano ba yung mga groups na nakalagay doon sa example natin? Meron atang walk-in. Tama ba ako? Teka lang, balik na lang ako doon. Yun na lang gamitin natin para walang problema. Doon sa example mismo, no? So I have 4. Okay. I have 4 columns, which is the code, the name, and then the type of the actual field. I mean the record, and then the group of the business partner. Okay, kung saan sila nakakonect, okay, or kung saan siya belong. No, halimbawa, a specific business partner belongs to a group, then which is walk-in yung grupo niya. Sa walk-in siya papasok. Okay? So, itry ko lang siyang kunin doon sa ating SAP, sa ating file. Saglit lang. Okay? So, gawa kayo ng Excel file. Madali lang naman siyang gawin. No? Yung steps nandun lang sa mismong LMS. Okay? And then, tapos, yan. So I have already my my Excel file. Let me just show you the whole screen para makita natin. Hindi na, okay na. Yung Excel file ninyo, dapat naka CSV delimited, no? Ito, save as nyo siya as, okay, say sa IT tools na lang siya. Dapat naka CSV or text tab delimited kasi yung CSV sa usually ginagamit namin yung sa export. Okay. So text tab delimited siya. Okay. And then After that, you save it to your file kung saan naka-save yung ating mismong templates, no? Ilagay nyo sa data import, no? Ano bang file name na nito? Teka lang. Sa administration. Okay. Wala pa pala akong file. Natin siya ilalagay. Siguro doon na lang sa IT tools. Okay. Okay. So after that, punta na kayo sa SAP. Okay. Yan. Tapos, punta kayo sa import Excel and then click the ellipsis button on the file which is saan ba yung file ito? Okay. So dito, pwede nating hanapin na yung file natin which is located in our IT tools. Okay. Saan ba yung import ko kanina? Ito siya. Okay. Take a look at the document. But if you open that in your actual window, so ang nangyari is ganito lang siya. Teka lang. Parang text file lang siya. Okay. Ito mahirap kapag may baba ng screen. Okay. So this is the actual file na sinave natin as text delimited. Why delimited? Kasi it takes the actual format kung paano mo siya sinave, no? Doon sa Excel file natin, there are 4 columns with 2 rows. Okay? So sinundan pa rin niya kasi na-delimit siya dun sa format na meron sa mismong Excel file. Okay? Ngayon, balik tayo sa SAP Business 1. Okay? We are now ready to import and locate the actual file. Okay? So ito na, open natin siya. And then you may use the actual file already. Okay. You may now press the import. No, dapat nakaselect yung add new records and update existing records. So, halimbawa, meron naman na kasi dati ito dun sa ating record which is meron na rin siyang fields, no? Meron na rin siyang laman, no? So idadagdag lang natin itong mga items na to, itong si item C444 at saka no, it's not item pala. Business partner C444 at C5555. Okay? So import na tayo kaagad. Okay? Dali lang ito, guys. Sobrang dali kasi para lang siyang nagsasave ng file from a specific repository, no? So ito na, 2 records added successfully. Now if you can see that one in nasa left lower section dun sa ating status bar. Actually sana kahit hindi na natin i-memorize yung mga tables, yung codes ng tables, ng fields kapag nasa premise yung installation at hindi tayo gumagamit ng SAP Cloud, no? But luckily we don't have the feature in our SAP Cloud, kaya kailangan pa rin natin yung table list, no? So yan, and then na-record na, and then you may go to your query generator already or you may search the actual item. Now if you remember the items, na punta tayo dun sa ating business partner and then search anong pangalan ng ating import na? Let's try code C44. Okay, that's Jester Brown. Okay. So meron tayong category, belongs siya sa customer, which is the third column, the actual item, the name code or business partner code. Nalilito tuloy ako. Okay? Minsan kasi ang hirap i-maintain yung naming na pagbabaliktad, no? Ayan. So there are no other information related to to Jester Brown, since ang nilagay lang natin doon is yung code, yung type, yung name, at saka yung kanyang group, no? So yung group, take note, dapat yung pagkakalagay nyo doon sa template nyo sa inyong import template, dapat kuha pa rin itong mga ito, since paggagawa ka ng ganito is automatic lang naman, isa-select mo lang yung kailangan mo. Okay? So dapat doon sa Excel, pasok pa rin siya. Okay? Kung ano yung mga nandyan sa iyong groupings or whatever the field that you're trying to import, dapat parehas pa rin silang dalawa. Okay? So, verify din natin si C555 kung na-import ba siya. Okay? Ayan, si Ray Abnormal. Okay, pumasok siya. Okay, ganun lang siya kasimple. No? Sa query generator naman, ano ba yung ginamitan ng query generator? You select the code, okay, which is, I think OCRD tayo, no? Ayan. So, BP code, tapos BP name, tapos card type, at saka group, no? Asan ba yung group? Ayun, group code. Okay, execute. So, hanapin natin si Ray Abnormal at saka si oops. Bakit iba yung lumabas sa group code? Teka lang, mali yung aking kwan. Ano ba yung in-export natin? BP name, card type, group code ba? Are there any other groups specified dito? Group code siguro pa rin siya. Then execute. Teka lang, check ko nga. Group code, card type, card name, card code from OCRD. Okay. Group code, card type, card name, card code. Tama naman. Tapos hanapin natin siya, no? So si Jester Black sa si Ray, Jester Brown sa si Ray Abnormal nasa 10 Jester Brown. Wala si Jester Brown. HIJ Jester. Ayun, si Jester Brown, it's on 102. At saka si Ray Abnormal. Okay, Ray Abnormal. Ito siya. Okay. Ayan, C5555. So pasok siya, no? Kung nakita nyo na kasi sa item master, kahit di ka na gumamit ng query generator, no? Kasi dito, you really need to remember the actual table code. Okay? Tapos, syempre, ang dami ng item yan. Halimbawa, meron ng existing records dun sa yung table, maghahagilap ka pa, no? Hahanapin mo pa. But if you know specifically the code, the name, no, you can search it through your business partner.